Dollar Podcast. Today is November 20th, 2023. Today I'm going to recap last night's Monday Night Football game, and we'll look ahead to college football for tonight, college basketball, NBA, NHL, soccer. We have a future for the portfolio, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start with Monday Night Football. It's a Super Bowl rematch. And we'll do the Super Bowl preview again as the Eagles come out on top by a score of 21-17 as they come back from 17-7 down at halftime. They're 9-1. Casey's 7-3. Patrick Mahomes was not good. 24-43, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick, including a terrible intentional grounding call that was big. And Jalen Hurts, 14-22, 150 yards and a pick. He wasn't very good either, but the defense has stepped up, and Hurts ran in some touchdowns. Swift had one. And the Eagles found a way to win, and good on them. All right, now move on to college football. We have a couple of games that we have to discuss. We have 2 action games. First up, at 7 o'clock on ESPNU, Bowling Green, Western Michigan. I have Bowling Green by 2 total, 53 and 7/20. And it is 1.5 and 53.5, so very, very close. So, slight lean to Bowling Green. Bowling Green money line minus 120 is actually not bad. So I'd go Bowling Green money line, maybe parlay that with something else. And 7:30 on ESPN2, we have Eastern Michigan, Buffalo. I have Eastern by 2, total 47 and 7/20. And it is Buffalo 5.5 total, 35.5. Whew. I'm going to take the over. Although Eastern Michigan outright plus 168, it's a lot of fun. I would throw that in with a couple of college basketball underdogs tomorrow and some NBA underdogs potentially. So East Michigan's a good underdog round robin pick, but for the podcast pick, I'm going to give out the over. Now we will rapid fire through the college basketball results from yesterday and look ahead to today. High Point over Iona, 82-68. Oakland over LMU, 74-69. Fullerton over Southern Miss, 74-67. Central Michigan over Seattle, 70-56. Norfolk over Gulf Coast, 69-66. Wilmington over Murray State, 83-81 in overtime. Stephen F. Austin over Drake, 92-68. Illinois State over Long Beach, 61-52. Stetson over Milwaukee, 85-67. Cornell over Utah Valley, 74-61. Number 7, Tennessee over Syracuse, 73-56. Bakersfield over Sac State, 75-71. Kennesaw over Northeastern, 79-77. San Jose State over Hampton, 71-52. Citadel over Idaho State, 62-61. Indiana over Louisville, 74-66. Number 2, Purdue over number 11, Gonzaga, 73-63. Wright State over Louisiana, 91-85. Marshall over FIU, 80-69. Tarleton over Austin Peay, 66-59. Florida State over UNLV, 83-75. Kent State over Fordham, 79-72. Wisconsin over number 24, Virginia, 65-41. George Mason over South Dakota State, 73-71. East Carolina over Georgia Southern, 82-64. Moorhead over Bellarmine, 64-51. Stony Brook over Rider, 55-48. Number 16, Kentucky over St. Joe, 96-88 in overtime. Bryan over Howard, 67-61. NJT over Delaware State, 81-72. Sam Houston over Troy, 88-86 in OT. NC Central over Campbell, 78-75 in overtime. 78-75 in OT. St. Peter over Pittsburgh Greenberg, 77-63. Umaslau over St. Peter, 69-61. Bucknell over Southern Indiana, 67-56. Bethune over Charleston Southern, 79-73. Number 5, UConn over number 15, Texas, 81-71. Texas Rio Grande over North American, 92-73. Canisius over DUville, 109-69. U Monroe over Ecclesia, 103-74. Hofstra over Buffalo, 102-68. Utah State over Akron, 65-62. Southeast Missouri over Central Arkansas, 70-68. Number 18, Colorado over Richmond, 64-59. Tulsa over SC State, 90-70. Oregon over Florida A&M, 67-54. North Dakota State over Wisconsin Stout, 101-72. Tennessee State over Midway, 87-70. UTSA over Houston Christian, 89-87. A&M Commerce over Stonehill, 97-86. Oklahoma State over New Orleans, 96-68. UCF over Charlotte, 74-71 in OT. SMU over West Virginia, 70-58. Missouri State over Abilene Christian, 87-69. Number one, Kansas over Chaminade, 83-56. Green Bay over Montana State, 54-53 in OT. San Diego over Navy, 67-59. Santa Clara over Miss Valley State, 81-39. Bradley over Tulane, 80-77. North Dakota over Pacific, 73-71. Number 4, Marquette over UCLA, 71-69. Utah over Cal, 75-72. All right, today's games, we really don't have time to do picks, so I'm sorry. 11 o'clock, Long Beach State, Iona, FA Loyola Marymount, 11:30, Binghamton, Sacramento, 12 o'clock, Central Michigan, Stetson, Prairie View, Kentucky, App State, UNC Wilmington, 12:30, Morgan State, Radford, 1 o'clock, McDee's, Texas State, 1:30, Buffalo, Louisiana, Marshall, Oakland, 2:30, ESPN2, Syracuse, number 11, Gonzaga, 3 o'clock, Georgia Southern, Northeastern, Chicago State, Northern Colorado, 4 o'clock, number 18, Colorado, Florida State, Southern Utah, La Tech, NC Central Citadel, 5 o'clock, ESPN2, UCLA, Chaminade, Illinois State, High Point, Akron, Drake, 6 o'clock, CBS Sports Network, number 22, James Madison, Southern Illinois, Kennesaw State, East Carolina, 6:30, Richmond, ULV, Midway, Bellarmine, Indiana State, Rice, 7 o'clock, ACC Network, LaSalle, number 9, Duke, BU, Davidson, Idaho State, Campbell, LIU, Columbia, SCF State, Ball State, Army, Albany, Lehigh, Monmouth, East Michigan, Detroit, UMBC, Maryland, Marist, New Hampshire, 7:30, UAB, Middle Tennessee, Blue Mountain, Nichols, Hofstra, Wright State, Utah State, Stephen F. Austin, 8 o'clock, ESPN, number 7, Tennessee, number 2, Purdue. Great game. I think Purdue wins. Wins South Alabama, Western Illinois, Valparaiso, Alabama A&M, Auburn, Texas Southern, Oral Roberts, Alcorn State, TCU, Siena, Milwaukee at 8:30, Fresno State, New Mexico State, 8:45, Pepperdine, UC Irvine, 9 o'clock, Big Ten Network, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Minnesota, Green Bay, UC Riverside, Lemoyne, CS Northridge at 10, 10:30, ESPN, number 1, Kansas, number 4, Marquette, Maui Invitational, fantastic game. Kansas should win. 11:15, New Mexico, Toledo, and then at 1:30 a.m. Eastern, you have Northern Arizona against Hawaii. Okay, now we'll do NBA from yesterday and look ahead to tonight's games. Hornets over the Celtics, 121-118 in overtime. Nuggets over the Pistons, 107-103. Bucks over the Wizards, 142-129. Heat over the Bulls, 118-100. T-Wolves over the Knicks, 117-100. Pelicans over the Kings, 129-93. Clippers over the Spurs, 124-99. Warriors over the Rockets, 121-116. Now we'll look ahead to tonight's games. Only 5 of them, because everybody's playing tomorrow. In-season tournament, how about this? Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. So Raptors Magic, that is East Group C. So projection, Raptors as a 3-point dog, total 218 and 4/5. And it is 1.5 and 216.5 over. That's a low total. 7:30 Pacers Hawks, that is East Group A. Minus the Hawks by 2.5, total 243 and 13/20, and it is 4 and 250.5, 250.5. Oh my God, under. That is the highest total I've ever seen in an NBA game. Holy shit. But like the under, but Pacers outright would be a fun bet, and that would be a hedge for me because I have the Hawks winning the group. On TNT of Cavs Sixers, that is also Group A in the East. Line Sixers 9.25, total 227 and a 10th, and it is 7.5 and 220.5 over. That's a low total. Next up, 9 o'clock Blazers Suns. That is West Group A. Suns 11.5, total 224 and 3/10, and it's 13.5 and 225.5. I'm gonna take the Blazers to cover. That's a high number. And last but not least, on TNT, Jazz Lakers, that is Group A. Mine's Lakers by 12, total 232 and 3/20, and it is 8 and 236. So I'm gonna lay with the Lakers because the 236. That's a good under, but it's less than 4. And Lakers, I have a 4-point edge on, so I'm going to lay it with the Lakers tonight against the Jazz. Now we will quickly go over the NHL results from last night. Lightning over the Bruins 5-4 in OT. Panthers over the Oilers 5-3. Preds over the Avs 4-3. Stars over the Rangers 6-3. Kings over the Coyotes 4-1. Sharks lose again at Vancouver 2-1. And the Flames over the Kraken 4-3 in OT. There's no hockey tonight. Everybody, if I'm not mistaken, plays tomorrow. So looking forward to preview and pick tomorrow's slate on tomorrow's podcast. Now I'm going to go over the global soccer from yesterday. Look ahead to today. European Championship qualifying for UEFA. Czechia over Moldova 3-0. North Macedonia, England 1-1 draw. Northern Ireland over Denmark 2-0. Finland over San Marino 2-1. Slovenia over Kazakhstan 2-1. Albania, Faroe Islands 0-0 draw. And Ukraine, Italy's 0-0 draw. Again, we don't have time to give out bets. So today 2:45, Kosovo, Belarus, Wales, Turkey, Romania, Switzerland, Croatia, Armenia, Andorra, Israel, Greece, France, and Gibraltar, Netherlands. CONCACAF Nations League. So group stage: Dominica over Turks and Caicos 2-0. Aruba over Cayman Islands 5-1. Montserrat over Barbados 4-2. In the quarterfinals, we didn't do yet. So Nations League quarterfinals. Thursday, USA over Trinidad 3-0, and Panama over Costa Rica 3-0. Friday, Honduras over Mexico 2-0. Saturday, Canada over Jamaica 2-1. And then last night, Trinidad over USA 2-1, but US wins 4-2 on aggregate. And then Panama over Costa Rica 3-1, and they advanced 6-1 on aggregate. And then second legs tonight, 7:30 Canada, Jamaica. Canada leads 2-1 on aggregate. And then 9:30 Mexico, Honduras. Honduras leads 2-0 on aggregate. And then more Nations League group. So that's not group stage, it's just the Nations League. Technically group play, I guess. 2 o'clock, French Guiana, Bermuda, St. Vincent, Belize, Benin, St. Martin, Guyana, and Antigua, Barbuda, Puerto Rico, Bahamas, and Nicaragua, and Dominican Republic. Yes, group stage. Now it showed up on the thing. And then World Cup qualifying, CAF. Guinea-Bissau over Djibouti 1-0. Eritrea, Congo canceled. Ivory Coast over Gambia 2-0. Ecuador, Guinea over Liberia 1-0. Kenya over Seychelles 5-0. Mali and Central African Republic 1-1 draw. Madagascar over Chad 3-0. All right, this morning at 8 o'clock, Ethiopia and Burkina Faso, Rwanda, South Africa, Lesotho, Benin, Eswatini, Cape Verde, Botswana, Guinea, Somalia, Uganda, Malawi, Tunisia, 11 o'clock, Togo, Senegal, South Sudan and Mauritania, Libya, Cameroon, Mauritius, Angola, Sao Tome and P and Namibia, Comoros Islands and Ghana, 2 o'clock, Tanzania and Morocco, and Niger and Zambia. International friendlies, Russia over Cuba 8-0, and Curacao, El Salvador 1-1 draw. And then today 2:45, Austria, Germany, Poland, Latvia, Republic of Ireland, New Zealand. Under 17 World Cup, This is the round of 16. Brazil over Ecuador 3-1. Spain over Japan 2-1. And then we have finishing up Mali, Mexico, and Germany, U.S. And then 7 a.m. Morocco, Iran, and Argentina, Venezuela. And then overnight into Wednesday, England and Uzbekistan. So there you have it for the soccer. And now I'm going to give out a future for the portfolio. Portfolio jinxed somebody last week, unfortunately, as I gave out the Joe Burrow long shot for MVP, and then he tears the ligament and the rest of he's out for the year. My luck. So I've been thinking about awards in the NFL. I've been thinking about hockey. I've been thinking about a lot of different bets. And there's a lot of good futures out. The Rangers are favored to win the Metro now. Bruins in the Atlantic, Stars in the Central like it should have been, and then obviously Vegas and Pacific. Nothing really exciting there. But I've been looking at some of the other awards like NBA stuff. And there's a guy who has made a big leap so far in the NBA. And he's a big man. And he's on a team that's overachieved so far this year in the Houston Rockets. And the gentleman's name is Alperen Sengun. He is 10-1 to win the NBA's Most Improved award. So I'm going to lay a quarter unit on Alperen Sengun at 10-1 to win the NBA's Most Improved player. I just really like what I've seen from this young man this year. And people are calling him Jokic Light, which I think is absurd, but he's really had a big impact on the Rockets this year and their turnaround. So I'm going to take Alperen Sengun 10-1 for the NBA's Most Improved Player award. Okay, now I'll move on to the news and notes for today. I'm going to try to be rapid fire with this. So obviously the Harbaugh stuff is the biggest story probably in sports right now, other than Shohei Ohtani's free agency. But he had a locker room quote as he compares the state of the team to his mom's bathing suits. Oh my God, that is hysterical. Jordan Travis is done at Florida State after he releases a statement after a serious leg injury. That's really sad. He was a really good quarterback, and had he not gotten hurt, maybe he would have been in play for the Heisman. Navy came out with submarine unis as they will drop fresh alternates for the Army game. Right now, the favorite for the Heisman is LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels, jumping ahead of Bo Nix. I think you're still going to see some value in some of these guys with the Heisman. And I like Jaden Daniels. I think he might be one of the best three, if not maybe one of the best two quarterbacks in this class. He's been the most improved quarterback prospect this whole year. Senior Bowl makes rule changes as executive director announces adjustments to interviews, extended team time, and more. So that's pretty cool. Marquez Valdez-Scantling literally slammed his helmet after last night's loss against the Eagles as he dropped the go-ahead touchdown. Both Nikola Jokic and Mike Malone got ejected in Detroit, which was crazy. Lakers Levine interest is TBDs. They're focusing on internal improvement over a move for Levine, which is the right call. Good job, Lakers. Alex Caruso has a lot of trade suitors, as he and Patrick Williams are getting more interest in Zach LaVine. That does not surprise me. Kings eyeing 3 trade targets, as they are, according to Shams, Levine, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby. They all would be nice fits on Sacramento, especially Anunoby. LeBron James tweets at an OSU commit as he is ready to see the number 1 prospect of 2024, Jeremiah Smith, in Columbus. The Copa America final will be in Miami, as 2024 tournament will finish at Hard Rock Stadium. So that's pretty cool. The Hall of Fame ballot is out for 2024 in baseball. Adrian Beltre and Bartolo Colon headline group eligible for the first time. And one more soccer thing. Gavi out for the year. He'll miss 8 to 10 months with an ACL injury. That's brutal for Barca. Back to baseball. Yamamoto's posted as the 45-day negotiated window for him begins today at 8. I think that's a winter meeting signing, potentially, if not later. There's executives that are speculating that Shohei Ohtani can move to the outfield, as they question whether Ohtani will pitch again, as he's predicting a move to the field. And also, executive compares Ohtani to Messi, as Shohei's free agency is seen as the same model as Messi's in Miami. So that's interesting. That's a really good comp. Max Scherzer recruited Shohei Ohtani to Texas, as he says money isn't everything. Reynaldo Lopez, 3 years, $30 million with the Braves. So that's a good signing for them, as they're improving their bullpen with that and Aaron Bummer pickup. Although they gave up way too much for Bummer. I think we talked about that trade on the podcast. But I hated it for Atlanta and I loved it for Chicago. The Jets bench Zach Wilson for Tim Boyle amid 3-game losing streak. Not surprising. The coach obviously wanted to ditch Zach Wilson sooner, but I think his bosses were making him play him. Bryce Young will not be benched, as they're sticking with him despite 1-9 record. I agree with that. He's a rookie, and benching him will hurt his confidence. And Zach Wilson's going to be the Jets' QB3, as Boyle and Trevor Siemian are ahead of Wilson on the depth chart. Oh my God. The NFL may ban the hip drop tackle, as league can move aggressively to outlaw the tackle this offseason. Not a bad idea. I don't hate that. Deontay Johnson was heated on the sideline, as he had to be carried away from assistant coach before a lengthy talk with Mike Tomlin. Wow. Kyron Williams set to come back for the Rams against the Cardinals on Sunday, so that's good. What's not good is that Joey Bosa likely going on injury reserve with a sprained foot. Pete Carroll's optimistic on Geno Smith, as he said he thinks he'll suit up on Thursday Night Football. Kenneth Walker, the Seahawks are not sure how long he'll be out. Not an IR candidate at the time. Cooper Kupp, day-to-day with low ankle sprain, not surprising. He's always hurt. Mark Andrews could return, actually, as they would need a deep playoff run for him to come back from ankle injury. I don't see it. I don't see him coming back. That's a bad injury. And then a bad injury for the 49ers as safety Noah Hufanga tears his ACL. That is brutal news for the Niners. He was good this year. How about Josh Allen saying, "I'm effing back," because he was pumped after that Jets pullout. Congratulations, you beat Zach Wilson. You didn't beat Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. Calm down, Josh Allen. All right, so there you have it for the news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. So, for best bet, I have some options. And there's a couple I liked in the NBA. There's a total that is extremely too high. And I can't help but bet on the under 251 in Pacers Hawks. That is way too high of a total. I'm lay a half unit on it. And I think that it's going to go under the total. There'll still be a lot of points, but 251 is ridiculous. Just give me that under 251 between the Pacers and the Hawks for my best bet of the day. So that's it for today's show. I'll be back tomorrow for a monster Wednesday show, recapping everything and looking ahead to all the Thanksgiving games and all the sports. So that should be a lot of fun. Have a great day, everybody.